Hi, first grade writers. It's good to see you again. Welcome back to our writing lesson. Do you guys remember when we brought in our collections and we compared our collections? Do you remember that? Some people brought in stuffed animals. Heidi brought in hair bows. Some people brought Hatchables or Shopkins or cars. Do you remember that? Well, when we compared our collections, we didn't just look at all of the things. We looked at one thing on each item. So, like, if you had cars, instead of saying, this car has a great hood, but this car has cool wheels, but this car is a cool color, instead of doing that, we looked at all the wheels on all the 5 cars and compared the wheels first. Then we looked at the paint jobs on all 5 cars and compared the paint jobs. And then we looked at the body style and decided, which one we thought was the best by comparing one attribute on all 5 objects. So today, when we do our writing, because we're still working on writing reviews, you guys, I want you guys to just remember to use all the things you've already learned. You've already learned how to compare objects or compare attributes across your objects to convince others. And I think that we can do that in our reviews also. You can think of a way that what you're reviewing is better than other things by comparing it to the other things. You know what you could do too? You don't always write a review for something that you think is amazing. Sometimes you can write a review for something that you think is awful, right? You could be like, this was the worst restaurant in the world. You totally can do that. Writers don't always love the things that they review. So, I want to make sure, though, that you remember when you compare what you're writing about with something else, I want you to remember that you compare like things, like you compare the same attribute. For instance, in my Johnny's Donuts writing, because I'm still working on Johnny's Donuts, and it's okay if you're still reviewing the very first thing that you picked, if you're still working on that, because it takes more than a day to get a review written. So I'm still working on my Johnny's Donuts review, and I want to read to you so far what I have, okay? So I'm going to show you my writing, and then I'm going to read it to you. So this is what I said. Some people think Johnny's Donuts is too expensive, but I say it's worth it. Others might say it looks too fancy when you walk inside, but I like to go to fancy places. It makes me feel special. Also, don't worry. The people at Johnny's Donuts are really nice, and they like to help you order donuts in their fancy shop. So that's the beginning of my writing. And so I was thinking through, how can I use what we already know or what we've already learned to make my Johnny's Donuts writing even better? So I started thinking about when we reviewed our collections and how we picked one thing and looked at it on all of the objects. I remember in room 4, we looked at our stuffed animals and we looked at all of the eyes first. And then after we looked at all of the eyes, we went back and we looked at all of the ears, and then we looked at like how snoogly they were or how soft they were. So we looked at one thing across all of the objects before we decided what was the best. And so I was thinking, if I want to review Johnny's Donuts, would it make sense to compare Johnny's Donuts with Jamba Juice? I don't know. What do you think, you guys? Would that make sense? Because Jamba Juice creates smoothies, and smoothies are good, but they don't really have anything to do with donuts or a donut shop. So would it make more sense to compare Johnny's Donuts with another donut shop? I think that would make more sense, don't you think? Yeah, What else could I compare? I mean, I could compare the whole shop because I already said that Johnny's Donuts is kind of fancy inside. But if I were going to compare the donuts, what would I, I'm thinking about my donut and what makes a donut special. Oh, I know. Could I look at the donut at Johnny's and the things that they put on the top of the donut and compare that to other donut shops and if they have special toppings on their donuts too? I think that might be a good idea. So I can compare toppings at the different donut shops. What else could I compare? Ooh, I know. Could I compare the different types of donuts they have? Like some donut shops just have donuts, but Johnny's Donut Shop, they have donut holes. They have these things called bear claws. Ooh, in fact, Sienna brought me one time. You guys, one time she brought me this donut. I think it was called a bear claw or a cinnamon claw or something. But it was a donut for people who can't have donuts, for people who are allergic to gluten. And it was so delicious that you would think maybe it wasn't going to be as good, but it was so good. So I bet I can compare that to other donut shops because I don't think other donut shops have donuts for people who are allergic to donuts. So that would be a really good thing to compare. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put on my thinking cap. And I'm going to think of ways that I can compare. First, I'm going to try to compare the toppings. Let me get my pencil. Let's see. Let me see what I'm going to write. You guys remember, writers, before they write, they always have a plan. So let me think about what I'm going to write. I think I'm going to draw my plan real quick. Remember sketching? Sketching is really quick. You can go back later and draw real drawings if you want to publish this writing, but right now, you just do a little sketch. I'm going to draw a sketch of like different kinds of donuts, and I'm going to put X's through them. And then for Johnny's, I'm going to put like, I'm going to put the peanut butter and jelly donut and the strawberry jam inside. Oh my goodness, it's such a good one. And then I'm going to draw this cinnamon right here for the bear claw. You guys, I'm doing it so fast. Okay, so because it's just to help me remember what I'm going to write. Okay, now, I have my drawing. Let's see if you can see my drawing right here. Oh, can you see it right there? I don't know if you can or not, but I did my drawing, and now I'm going to decide what to write. Let's see. Okay, here I go. The donuts at Johnny's Donuts are better than other donut shops because they have more topping choices. So I think instead of just saying that there are more topping choices, I'm going to actually tell some of the topping choices that the other stores don't have. Let's see. I'm going to say, you can get sprinkles, PB&J, coconut cream, or marshmallow chocolate. What else can I put? Let's see. Oh, yeah, I remember because I did it in my drawing up here that I'm going to talk about Johnny's and how they have donuts that other places don't have. So I'm going to write, Johnny's also has donuts for people who can't have regular donuts because of allergies. Oh, ew. Allergies. I don't actually know how to spell the word allergies, so I'm going to think for a minute. What do I do? Allergies. I'm looking at my ways to spell words. Oh, I'm going to choose write it part by part. Okay, I'm going to sound it out real slow. Owl, 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 A-L, owl, A-L, owl, ooh, that's a bossy R, so I'm going to put E-R. A-L-E-R, allerg, j, 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 that's a J. Allergies, allergies. Okay, Johnny's, oh, and now I wrote a little, so now I'm going to read a little, because that's what good writers do. We write a little, read a little, write a little, read a little. Johnny's also has donuts for people who can't have regular donuts because of allergies. Other donut shops just have regular donuts. You guys, I think that's a pretty good start on my comparison of the donuts. I bet when I reread that later on, though, I'll find some things that I want to add in there, and that's okay, right? Okay, are you guys ready to write? I know you're ready because you're such good writers. Okay, think right now. Are you going to work on a piece that you've already started, or are you going to start a new piece? And then my second thing, are you going to be the kind of writer who's brave enough to make a comparison in their writing? Who's brave enough, you guys? Who's being brave today? All right, go get to writing.